time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight delicious food in our area.
Yeah, that's right. Today we are joined by Executive Chef Kevin Murray with Ray's Boathouse. Welcome, Kevin. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Coming in. You have the coolest apron of anyone. You're just going to say that too.
Yeah.
Of anyone who's been on our show, I have to say. I love it.
Yeah, I like to be comfortable, like to look good, but I'm ready to cook some food if you guys are.
Yeah,
let's get into
what are we making today?
Today we're gonna make some Copper River sockeye salmon, and it's gonna go with a little seared asparagus and a whipped mint mascarpone cheese, and then a little kind of frisee shaved asparagus and peach salad with some fennel as well.
Wow, twist my arm.
What kind of oil is that? It looks like clear almost.
This is canola oil, so it's got a nice high smoke point, so that we get a really nice sear on the fish. If I could have you start snapping some asparagus for me. So
okay, yeah, let's go. How do I snap them? Oh, okay,
that's it.
We were commenting on how huge these asparagus are.
They're the jumbos,
They
that's
are the
for sure.
jumbos. Okay, so
you just snap off the bottom?
Yeah.
Snap off the
look at us go. This is so great.
So Ray's Boathouse, pretty iconic, Northwest restaurant located in Ballard. I hear you guys are going to be celebrating 50 years.
Yes,
Oh, that's so
it's
great.
going to be 50 years on June 23rd.
Oh my gosh.
So we've been doing various anniversary specials. This is actually kind of like one that we'll be doing in June.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 50 years.
What does that feel like for you, working for a place that's been open for that long?
It's pretty awesome. It's really cool to be a part of like this community at Ray's, where I feel like in Seattle everyone has had some experience being at Ray's, whether it's anniversary, a wedding, or just sitting on the deck enjoying a glass of rosé or something like that. So it's really cool to kind of continue that tradition.
And how did you choose the dishes that you're doing for the 50th anniversary?
Partly are coming just from me and what I'm feeling like that day, but I also have been looking at the Ray's cookbook from the past and kind of trying to see what we did in the past and trying to kind of recreate some of those things.
I like that.
And why is the salmon dish so unique?
This dish is unique. Obviously, we're using Copper River sockeye salmon, which is an amazing fish from a really sustainable river. The river's really cold, so the fish have to pack on all that extra fat, keep it really nice and oily and moist. And as well, we're just kind of glaze it up with some with a kind of a peach glaze, and then pair it with some Washington asparagus. So it's kind of like that nice spring, early summer vibe.
That's so cool. Wonderful. So you mentioned, looking back at the cookbook and that sort of thing, but I want to know a little bit more about the history of Ray's Boathouse and how it all started.
Well, we originally started as a boathouse where they rented boats, and that was like long ago. And then in 1973, it was bought from a gentleman, Ray Lichtenberger, and that's when they turned what was more like a fish and chip shack into like a real restaurant.
Yeah.
So, and it's kind of stood the test of time.
Nice. Describe kind of the vibe for us right now.
The vibe, so there's two vibes, because there's a casual cafe that's open for lunch with a huge deck where you fish and chips, burgers, glass rosé, oysters, clams, and then there's more fine dining concept called Ray's Boathouse, just more of like a celebratory anniversary type of place.
I like it. Accessible to everybody.
Yeah, we got a little something for everybody.
Kevin, can we do a little humble brag for just a quick moment? Because I'm hearing that you won some James Beard Awards.
We won.
Best seafood restaurant. Best outdoor dining.
We didn't win a James Beard Award for best restaurant or anything like that. We did win a Classics Award for our sablefish and sake kasu. We still serve that dish in the cafe in its original form to this day. And then we did win a best restaurant last year and best outdoor dining.
That's right, best outdoor dining. What has it been like trying to stand out with your focus on sustainability?
Well, what we really try to do is work closely with the fishermen. I mean, we're a fish house, so we really try to source our fish the best way we can and try to work with the smaller fishing teams, which I think really have a great, they're able to play a great role in sustainability.
Yeah, that's so important. It's great to hear about that.
Okay, so what's happening now?
So we got our salmon seared. We're going to add a little bit of this peach glaze that I've made. It's a little white wine, vegetable stock, peach juice.
Oh my God.
So we're going to just kind of add that to the pan.
It sounds like an amazing glaze.
This thing looks cinematic, y'all. Like, isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
And we're going to add like a restaurant amount of butter to each pan because that's what's going to make it better.
I appreciate you not trying to hide that.
No, this is why you go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
You don't want to necessarily do this at home.
Butter definitely makes everything taste.
Look at that glaze. That's going to go down real easy.
Okay, so we're getting close.
So what kind of, inspired the use of the peach glaze and this whipped mint flavor that is to come?
I personally love peaches, and we have great peaches from Washington. The whipped mint mascarpone, the mint goes really well with the peaches. The mascarpone cheese is going to kind of melt onto the plate once we put the hot asparagus down. So it's just going to kind of all form this nice little sauce on the plate.
And it's almost peach season, right? We're at the beginning of it?
Well, you're going to get these peaches, I believe, are from California, but it's going to be peach season in about a week or two. So, that glaze is looking great.
Okay, so question for you.
Yes.
I've heard from some chefs that cooking meat is less difficult than vegetables. I don't know. What do you think about that? And I'm also curious about tips you have for people at home cooking salmon. Cooking fish is a lot easier than people say. It's just
it seems intimidating to a lot of people.
It seems intimidating, but it's really, you're just gonna, you want to be confident when you're cooking fish. You want a hot pan, and you don't want to, you don't really want to think about it too much. You want to cook it lightly and then just take it off before you think it's done. And chances are it's going to be done. And especially a fish like this, if it's a little underdone, it's still going to be delicious.
Yeah.
So,
what else do you like to serve this with? We've got the asparagus, we've got the salmon. Is there an array of other things you serve with?
Yeah, I really like, it's a dish I'll be doing in June, salmon with a corn sauce with mushrooms and English peas. That really goes well together. A lot of the really nice summertime ingredients are great for salmon.
Amazing.
Okay,
wow, that looks
get this plated.
amazing. I'm going to destroy this thing.
And
destroy it.
You could add a little of the frisée to that bowl, and then there's a vinaigrette over there. If you just give it a shake and a little squirt, and then you can kind of...
You just salt bathe that. I love it. A little shake. Oops.
Yep.
Tried to squirt it before shaking it.
There you go.
There we go.
Just a little toss.
All right.
Okay.
Mix it up.
I feel like my eyes are popping out of my socket because it looks so good. It smells amazing.
I know. We're lucky. We got 2 meals today.
Yeah,
it's a good day.
Yeah, this is great.
Okay.
Whoa.
Look
Tips
at that.
for people at home, making the plate look just right. She's a 10 right now.
Well,
Looks great.
sometimes I think, you just don't want to overcomplicate it. You don't want to try to add too much, and just try to be as clean as you can when you put it on the plate.
Okay.
And if you do that,
how did I do with plating these salads?
You did great.
Award-winning.
I'm gonna put a little. I'm gonna do a little drizzle.
Perfect. And tell us about these napkins as we're taking a bite.
Okay, so for our 50th, we've been celebrating kind of some old school merchandise. So these are actual cocktail napkins from the length of how long we've been open. So they're kind of just really show the different eras. We're also going to be doing some T-shirts and hoodies and things like that from all back in the day. So we got a lot of cool merch that's going to come out, I believe, in June. Yeah.
So cute. Kevin, thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is so good. The salad's so good with it, too. You're going to have to jump in on the salad afterward. Kevin, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
This has been great. We posted more info on Ray's Boathouse up on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
Bye, guys.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't